Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Hope that you are having a lovely one out there. It is getting dark outside. It is pretty much nighttime, but nighttime is the right time for a little last dinner party. We're listening to this track from their album, their second studio album, From the Pyre, released this year actually. The track is Agnus Dei. Isn't that wasn't that like the in Avatar: The Last Airbender? Wasn't that like the fighting, the tournament that they had against? I don't remember. Anyways, we're listening to this track because it was a recommendation and sponsorship from Peter. Thank you so much, Peter, for the supports and for the recommendation. Was it last year? Whenever they released their first album, I gave it a quick listen, and I honestly do not remember it too much. Today I was listening to some St. Vincent, actually. But yeah, I don't remember a lot of the first album. I do remember, if I'm being honest, it kind of passed me by a little bit, but I only gave it a quick first listen when I was on a bike ride one day. So let's go ahead and listen to this track from this album. We'll discuss it a little bit after. Hope you guys are having a wonderful one out there. Hope you're just feeling good. You know, everything's kind of going good, going well for you. I'm trying to pull it up. It's not popping up here. I should have done this before I actually started recording the video, but you see that. All right, here we go. Good line. The clouds, your head was burning, your arms were open, Lamb of God. Or did I spell it wrong? Was that enough? That's bullshit. Gonna sway. The guitar chords and the sound, the actual tone of it. Twas on the banks, the Ohio, one kiss and I was disemboweled, and your chattering teeth and my shuddering. In the kitchen, the pigeons were witches. They whispered that you'd be mine. Love the musical S direction. For a return to sender. Was that enough to make you something good to listen to every minute. Street side. All I can give you is your name. love that swing. Piano adds a lot of weight to that. And the guitar, like, really stands out here. Someone cry out back there? That's a great send-off. And that's the opening track to the album. That was good. See, like I need to give it a more concentrated listen because, like I said, genuinely, I don't remember a thing from the first album. This, maybe it's because I'm sitting. Yeah, I can actually tell you. Yeah, it's because I'm sitting here and listening to it and actually discussing it that I'll remember it, as opposed to, you know, sometimes I put on a new album and I just put it on. I go on a bike ride or I go on a run, and I'm just like, unless it like they're like really, and I mean like really gets me. I kind of forget about it unless I go back and listen to it again. This, I enjoyed. I love this is what I would describe it. A heavy, weighty, melodic swing that the song has you in. And I would say that the band, especially the lead singer, who is going to be, I believe it's going to be Abigail Morris here, kind of wraps you around her finger and then toys with you. We are the cat. She is the yarn holder, and she toys with us. She holds us in her sway, twists us around her finger, and puts all this musical essence on display. I was trying to make it rhyme at the end, but I really do like that heavy melodic tone that it has. Beautifully played by the guitar and wonderfully powered by the piano. Piano actually has a lot of that back there. Piano is going to be performed by Aurora Nishevi. Hope I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. And I like how, to me, it really does hold more weight than I would even give credence to the guitar. The guitar, to me, is very romantic. It's kind of like directly ethereal in the sense of, yeah, the chords are being direct with the riffing, but the actual tone, the sustain, the echo, and the color behind it kind of has a little bit of an ethereal nature to it that I think lends to its dreaminess. And that's what this track feels like to me. Like, I have to look at the lyrics, but something romantic or perhaps even heartbroken, but there's a little bit of a dreaminess to it. Maybe there's just a little bit of feeling left reeling in that relationship, or maybe not. I don't know. This feels like there's some feeling in there. And I love how at the very end, kind of to their name, you hear the rest of the band coming in almost as if a party, and they all start shouting and singing harmonies, and it really feels like the rest of them come in vocally at the department really nicely. The guitar is performed by Emily Roberts. I was already enjoying the guitar work throughout the track, but the ending solo was just a brilliant send-off in that climax. Once again, ending the first track and ending the first song of this album, kind of really, I would say, leading you into and inviting you, hey, bud, keep on going. This is a brilliant opener and a powerful opener. Let's keep it going, right? Like, I feel like that's what that guitar solo is saying to us. And like I said, the colors of the guitar before were very nice. And I like how, to me, this is a track that it kind of reminds me a little bit, not in style, but it reminds me a little bit of Rosalie Cunningham that we listened to. And that, like, it's so dense and packed with musical creativity that I feel like you can come in at almost any 20, 30 seconds in here and find something kind of new, kind of interesting, even when they repeat the chorus. Like, there's something added to it. I like the moment when the music kind of stops, gives a little space, and then kicks and builds right back into it. That's a nice return. It's just a very well put together song. I think it sounds quite good. That's all I got to say about that. 'Twas London Bridge, the vision came. Lee Hazelwood, you were singing as you descended from the clouds. Your head was burning, your arms were open. Lamb of God, or did I spell it wrong? If I remember correctly, and you can, of course, correct me if I'm wrong, Lee Hazelwood died in a plane crash, hence the lyrics. And I like how he says, or she says, did I spell it wrong? I mean, Lamb of God, Jesus coming down from the skies. So I guess he did spell it wrong because, you know, he did come down from the skies, but not in quite the same way. One was coming to save, the other needed some saving. Was that enough to make you come? Am I enough to make you stay? Oh, here comes the apocalypse, and I can't get enough of it. Meet you at the bus stop, tell me to wait, but I won't. You're my burial ground. I'm in love with the sound. You make into the microphone. I just want to make you. I just want to make you. I'm in this love with the sound. You make into the microphone. Okay. This feels like it may be a one-sided kind of relationship. She's kind of head over heels for this person. The other person doesn't seem like they're quite reciprocable. 'Twas on the banks of the Ohio, one kiss and I was disemboweled, right? The butterflies in your stomach, one kiss and the flutters, like the feeling of being disemboweled. Of course, that's a more painful word to use, which kind of, I think, makes it sound like, once again, yes, there's that feeling, that romantic feeling you get in your gut, but at the same time, there's a pain behind it. And your chattering teeth and my shuddering spine, you took me on top of mahogany chairs in the kitchen. The pigeons were witches. They whispered that you'll be mine. For a time. Yeah, for a very brief time. Oh, here comes the apocalypse, and I can't get enough of it. Meet you at the bus stop. Tell me to wait, but I won't. You're my burial ground. I like that. You're my burial ground. There's almost an obsessive nature to that, right? You're my burial ground. I'm going to die here. I'm going to be buried in you. I'm in love with the sound you make into the microphone. I just want to make you stay. But all I can give you is a street sign. All I can give you is your name in lights forever. And ain't that so much better than a ring on my finger? A little twist there. All I can give you is a street sign. All I can give you is like your name on a street. I can put your name in lights forever. But isn't that better than a ring on my finger? Then the lyrics repeat again. I like that. Maybe they're both kind of using each other. What does Agnus Dei mean? Let me, because I know I'm wrong. I was just joking about the Avatar thing. It's Latin for Lamb of God. Okay. Title for Jesus Christ using Christian liturgy. Okay. Lamb of God. Okay. So Lamb of God. If you don't mind, let me look into this a little bit. Nothing in here. I'm looking for information on this particular track. Let's click on some of these annotations, huh? One of the most influential pop and country singers, of course, Lee Hazelwood. Probably the narrator identifies herself and her lover with this brilliant duet, which is later confirmed with the themes of famous show business related to imagery, which we have listened to some Lee Hazelwood. Maybe I'm wrong about didn't he die in a plane crash? I'm just taking off the screen while I Google really quick. I really could be wrong. I could totally be off. No, I'm completely wrong. He died of cancer. Okay, so I was way off. All right. I know there's a comment in there then. In that case, Lamb of God, did I spell it wrong? The literal meaning, Agnus Dei, okay. Did I spell it wrong? In each verse, hold on. In each verse, the last line consists of the emotional culmination followed by an ironical and reducing remark highlighted by a pause before it. Okay, I thought it was going to say like the last line, like the last word of every line makes a sentence, you know? And then, of course, the pre-chorus, you know? Was I enough for just the pleasure in the moment? And am I enough to actually keep you? But then it's this line. All I can get. Let me read this one. These lyrics contribute to one of the major themes of Abigail's song, the eroticism of fame. Her most intense lines can be addressed to both her lover and her fans. This also might refer to the key images of the album, the neon red sign, the pyre. Its appearance is related to the aesthetic of bars and late-night concerts, whereas the meaning of the phrase, of course, the funeral fire, which again leads us to the themes of fame and sacrifice. Thus, by becoming famous, the narrator's lover indeed becomes a sacrificial lamb. Okay. See, that's the line that was kind of throwing it off a little bit. One's temporary fame, one is forever. Isn't the temporary so much more delicious? Okay, I'm picking up what's being put down here. I'm partially picking it up, at least. I'm with one hand. I'm lifting it slightly. Okay, that was enjoyable. Thank you so much, Peter, for the recommendation. Thank you for the support as well. Hope you guys enjoyed that as well. Of course, you let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I appreciate you all stopping by and listening and hopefully enjoying the video. More than that, enjoying the music. And I hope that you stop on back tomorrow. Thank you for being here, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.